Alright guys, I've got this new inverter that I would like to test. I want to deploy for a different project, probably somewhere in Africa. And I'm going to be testing it for the first time today. I've got two big Scania heavy duty batteries. These are brand new as well. As you can see, there you go. I am going to test this battery for you guys to see as well before I begin the setup. It's going to be just a trial setup just to test this inverter. That's what I'm going to be doing. And first thing I want to do, I want to test this battery for you all just to see how I test my batteries. So right here I have my battery tester analyzer. I would normally use this one to test any battery that I'm buying, and my rule of thumb is I would always want to go for anything that the CCA rating is above 1000. Basically this one says 1200. I've already tested it. When I tested it, it says 1500 plus, but when I'm buying used batteries or new, I want to look for anything above 1000 CCA ratings. So I'm going to put this one to a test. Now, sorry, I did not complete my statement there. I would normally buy anything that is above 1000 CCA rating, and also the internal resistance, I would always make sure it's between 1.5 and 3 ohms. That's what that one is not really stated here. You will not see it on any battery, but I'm going to test it with my analyzer and I'm going to show you guys. So right here I have removed the terminal cover, put the negative to negative, so positive to positive and negative to negative. And right here you see the light pops up. It's telling me the current voltage for this battery. As you can see, it's not actually fully charged, though it is well charged. Let me see to make sure. I want to reduce the light coming on this. Okay, I think this is a lot better. Okay, this is much better. As you can see, 12.54, that's the battery voltage. And I'll hit on OK. I want to go for English, and it's out of vehicle, and I would say after charge. Okay, that's not registering. Okay, after charge. Then I'm gonna go for OK. Yeah, this is regular flooded, and I put it for 1205 amps CCA rating. So I'm gonna test it now, and it is running the test right now, as you can see. So the battery voltage is 12.54. This one is about 1.94 ohms, and if you look at the state of health is 100%, and the state of charge is 90%. But if you look at the CCA rating, is actually more than what the manufacturer actually stated on the battery. This is about 1545 amps CCA ratings, so which is really excellent. So anytime you're buying a battery and you want to go for used ones or brand new one, make sure you go with your analyzer. If you're getting the used ones, just make sure that the ohms, this is very important, is between 1.5 to 3.5 maximum ohms. And make sure your state of health is good. Anything above 80 is very good. Yeah, and your CCA rating, very important. So this is how I test my batteries anytime I'm buying used or brand new batteries. I'm gonna do the second test as well, so you can compare. We compare the information we've got on this battery. So let's do this. So positive to positive and negative to negative to negative. Put it here and we're back here. Let's, as you can see, it's very easy to use. What is our battery voltage for this one? Okay, for some reason I've got the light. All right, there we go. So we've got 12.58 for this one as well, and gonna go English and out of vehicle. Just hit OK. It's very straightforward to use. We're gonna go after charge. We'll put it as regular flooded, and the CCA rating is 1205 amps, and we're gonna click on OK to test. So look at this one as well. Let me bring it to the side. I don't know why I have so much light right here. Okay, this is much better. This is actually, the CCA rating is actually reading 1620 amps. Can you imagine? Higher than the other one. The voltage is about the same. The state of health is 100%, and the state of charge is 96%. And look at my homes here. The other one is 1.90 and this one is 1.85. Very good battery. So guys, always make sure you have these whenever you're testing batteries. And also when you're going for to install your off-grid solar system, personally, because I've been using it, I have several different batteries that I've combined together to make my battery banks, and they're working perfectly. Because I would normally test them, I would normally ensure that the state of health of my battery, or the state of the CCA rating is about 1000. I make sure that the state of health is more than 80%, and my internal resistance is nothing less than 3 ohms, and or nothing more than 3 ohms. So, and I have them combined together, and I've been using them for almost 2 years now, and they're all working perfectly. They're of different brand, different specification, but I ensure that this particular specification that I've just mentioned, they're just within that range, and they were able to compensate for each other, and they're working perfectly fine for me. So for me, I don't really, if you do not have enough money to buy brand new one, which is very expensive to buy all these new batteries, you can go for the second hand. So long as you're testing them properly, you should be able to combine them. And also, one thing I did not mention earlier is that I make sure that the amp power of the battery, the capacity of the battery, is nothing less than 200 amps. So I always have between 200 amps to 235 amps that I've combined together to make my battery bank. So I hope this aspect is clear enough for you guys, how you can test your battery. And I'm gonna move to the next phase now, which is testing this one. So I'm gonna set up this battery right away. All right guys, I've managed to set up this new inverter. Pass power, put all the cables together, and connected this in series, positive plus negative, and this is the output. So it's now giving me 24 volts, and I'm just about to set it up. Just want to show you the monitor that came with this inverter, with the RJ45 going to that side. I've got my positive and negative terminals connected. I can turn it on from here. I can also turn it on from here. If I'm using it to charge battery, which means I'm going to have an input going on in from here. See if I can focus on this. I put my input here, and I can use this inverter to charge my battery, but that's not what I'm doing here today. So I have connected the output on this side, and as you can see, the cable comes right into this energy meter, and from this energy meter I connected it to this socket, and we're gonna power it up now for the first time. that I'm testing this. I've got power saver on. If I put it to 1, it's going to be on power save mode. The only time it will start generating electricity is when the um, power output detect that an appliance that is above 30 watts has been connected. Anytime it's below that, it's just going to be on the power save mode. But I'm going to put it on power save off right now, and let's see what we've got. I've got the monitor coming up, and you can see the voltage there, 240 volts for the output, and you can see the battery is at 60% right now. The load is very low, so that is the monitor right there. And as you can hear, the fan is running right now. Yeah, the fan is running. Now I can see some dust right there. I think I really caused that when I was trying to cut a wood, and the dust started going inside. So that is my bad. I was cutting a wood for this table right here. Now let's come back to this. As you can see, the output is coming all the way from there, and then it comes into this energy meter. Let's focus on this energy meter. Let's see what we've got here. Now this is at 0, it's never been used, and as you can see, kilowatt 000, and I'm gonna pull this, click on the button to navigate. So it's saying that I've got 237.9 volts at the moment, and the amps that is going out is about 0.04, which is about nothing. And right here, wattage, there's no load at all, and the frequency is 50 Hertz, and the power factor is 1.0. So what I'm gonna do is I'll put a load, connect a load here, and we'll see what that is gonna be generating. So for my load, I'm gonna be testing this light first. I'm gonna turn this off, connect this up, connect this up, and then turn it on. So this light is not coming up. Is there a button here that I need to press? Yeah. So I press that button, and the light has come up. And let's go right in here into this energy meter, see how much we are taking out. So 236.4 volts, now 0.14 amps, and how many watts is this? 23.7 watts. 50 hertz frequency, and the power factors come down. So I'm going to try to add more load on this, and let's see what we've got. I've got 2 sockets here. Alright guys, in addition, what I want to test now is this vacuum cleaner, and I'm using additional watt meter to help me to see the voltage. So let's take a look at this. I've not turned it on right now, so this is just normal settings. I see 0 watts going for this. At the moment it's connected, but it's not turned on, so that's why we've got this 0 watt, and we're gonna ignore this. Currently 235.5 volts. Let me compare that with this one, what this is coming up with. 235.59, 235.5. I'm not sure what the difference, but it's still okay. And this is also going to show me the amps, and all right, we'll leave it like that. Now normally I would not do this because I'm putting a heavy load on this inverter. I should have a protective mechanism to protect the inverter at this stage, but I hope everything is going to go well. So we look at the voltage here. For this one, the kilowatt hour is the amount of kilowatt hour you've used in a day or in a month, depending on how you put the settings. Let's go to the, yeah, so we've got 25.3 there because of this light here. Right now it's showing 0 because I've not turned on the vacuum cleaner. Now I'm going to turn it on. There you go. You see both of them. So definitely this inverter, so we've got 2.87 amps and 671.2, 640. So you combine these plus the one for the light bulb here, that's why this is going up to 672. So this is awesome. Now let's look at how many amps this is taking. 0.33, so 2.8 amps. And in total with this one, 2.86, 2.7. So you combine the vacuum cleaner plus the one from the electricity, from the electric bulb, and that's what we've got. So definitely this setup is working fine, and I can finally put them in position and get them deployed properly. So far the inverter is looking good, and I'm quite impressed with what I've gotten here. Now let's compare this inverter with what I've got set up that I'm currently using. As you can see, this one is different. It has an inbuilt monitor here, and I've got this. It goes into this changeover, and I would normally encourage you guys to use a voltage protector. This is very important. Even though I have my changeover here, which is 100 amps, I've got the voltage protector, which has really been really helpful. And from there it goes into this energy meter, and from the energy meter it goes into this automatic transfer switch. That's the national grid from there. So whenever the voltage here goes down to 24.2, automatically switches over to the national grid. And that is the way I've been operating. I've got a charge controller here, MPPT. I've got another one here, MPPT charge controller, and that's the energy meter. That's also the watt meter here. And I've got another charge controller here. I've decommissioned this one, and from here it goes into this energy meter. I've got another energy meter that is going to be coming, not energy meter, sorry, another MPPT charge controller that will be coming here, because I'll be including this battery bank into this into my battery bank. So just to increase the capacity, this particular inverter will be going out of the country, deployed somewhere else. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. You have a great day. Cheers. Alright guys, as you can see, I have begun to dismantle everything and put everything back into the box. But I felt like there's something I would normally like to check when I buy an inverter. I would like to know how much amps or how much energy it is consuming on standby. Right now I do not have any device connected to it apart from this energy meter here. So what I would normally do is, I've got my clamp meter here. I'm going to put it towards 200 amps, and then I'll clamp it around here. Okay, this is not reading properly. Alright, I think the battery is weak for this clamp meter. When I turn it on, see, here's what I get. Alright guys, I've changed the battery, and let's give it a test one more time. So from where I stopped, just want to test to know how much energy, how many amps this inverter is taking on a standby mode. So we've got the fan working and nothing else apart from this energy meter, which approximately takes nothing. So let's see what we've got here. Let's put this over to amps. Okay, it's at 0 right now, and I'm gonna clamp it around here. This looks pretty good, far much better than the other one that I've got. This is 1.4 amps. 1.4, quite efficient, really good. Compared to this one, it's taking about 2.6 amps. 2.6 amps. This one is 1.4, so 1.4 times 24, that will give us the wattage that this is actually taken from the battery. So this is really very good at standby mode. Awesome, love it. All right guys, take care. Cheers.